Hello and welcome to The Hero's Word. I'm Andre, and today I'm joined by my friend and customer, Mark Foo.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing, Mark?
Pretty good.
Good. So, Mark, tell me, how long have you been loving comics and shopping at Hero's World?
Shopping in Hero's World. I actually remember the old location over a few blocks east.
Kennedy and Highway 70.
Yeah. So that's what, 15 years?
15 years this July, yeah.
50, so I got in near the ground floor.
So you are one of the original Hero's World citizens.
Yeah.
Right on. So what are you loving in comics right now?
All kinds of things. I'm reading a whole bunch of like little weird books, but the big one right now is Kill or Be Killed.
Right.
Brubaker and Phillips.
Brubaker and Phillips, an unstoppable team. Almost everything they do is really, really good. Along those lines, have you checked out Black Monday Murders by Jonathan Hickman?
No, I haven't, but I like Hickman. So
Hickman
is
is really weaving a good tale in this. We've got some supernatural, we've got some crime, and it's all tied into the stock market crash. So very, very cool stuff.
Oh, weird.
I think you should totally check it out. But I know you're really busy right now, so what are you working on?
So right now, I'm actually working on, we've got a horror anthology we've been putting together now for almost a year at this point, I would say.
Okay.
It's been going on quite a long time. It is not a quick process making comics.
Definitely, especially if you're going to do it right. You got to take your time, put the love right in it.
Yeah. So basically, we've got a book. It's actually going to be coming out around Halloween, because when else do you launch a horror book?
Okay.
We've got over 25 creators from around the Toronto area. So
it's all local talent.
Local talent,
Very
yeah,
cool.
Canadian people. The stories are all, they're not set in Toronto, but they're all kind of Canada infused and about the area. There's a story that takes place in Kingston. My story, in addition to being editor, I actually wrote a story as well.
Wow, so you're wearing a couple of hats. So
I'm wearing all the hats.
All the hats. So you're editing,
I'm tired.
you're writing?
Writing, yeah, some laying outs of
Cool.
stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's cool. Like being on the other side of the table.
So being a creator, right? So what's the title of this anthology book?
So our book's called Hogtown Horror.
Okay.
Hogtown, I know everyone may not know. Toronto used to be called Hogtown back in the day. So Hogtown Horror. It's coming out soon.
And you said it's an anthology. You got 25 creators. So this is going to be a pretty big book.
Yeah, it's a big book. It's about, I think it's 208 pages.
Wow. Right
now. We're getting ready. We're putting the final touches on it right now, like patching up. It's going off to the printers tonight, literally.
Very cool.
Or tomorrow morning, depending. We have 17 stories total. They're each about 8 to 10 pages, maybe 12. Some of the longer ones. All kinds of stories in there. We've got your standard sort of like babysitter murder kind of things. There's one about it's actually an interesting story about an old lady living kind of by herself, separated from society, and she goes and buys some mooncakes in Chinatown, and she thinks that's going to help her like get back in with her son, who's kind of estranged from her, and then scariness ensues. All kinds of stories. It's a really good collection, and I feel like because the artists are from around here, it's like a diverse background of people with different experiences, and the stories reflect that. It's not just, like if you watch most of the mainstream sort of movies, it's basically one or two stories. It's like there's a family, like they move in, and then like a kid gets haunted.
Yep, the house is haunted or possessed, or something comes out of the TV.
Right, exactly. or the other one is like high school kids doing some kind of mischief, and then someone murders them or whatever. Right, like that's basically your story.
I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Scream, and all those other ones. Yeah.
But ours, we have like, so there's one like an old Chinese lady's in it. One of the other stories actually is about a guy who kind of lost his job, and him and his wife moved downtown, and something's weird going on in his condo. He's kind of trying to figure out what's happening. He's lost his job, wandering around the building during the day, and it's just like, what's going on?
Something seems surreal.
Yeah, it's one of those things. So it's all sorts of different things than you see normally in most horror books.
Okay,
or most horror films.
And
whatever.
I know this is your kind of second foray into the whole writing or doing something in comics. How did writing Hogtown Horrors differ from your first experience?
So my first one, the people who I'm putting together this book with, there's the editing team is like 3 or 4 people. 2 of them actually came from the Toronto Comics Anthology, which is a book that's been going on. I think they finished their 3rd and they're just starting work on their 4th edition right now. So they've been going successfully for about 4 years now.
Right.
I contributed to the first 2 of that, and that was interesting just to write a comic, get art put to it. The first one I did with a friend, so I kind of knew him. The second one, they matched us up with some different people because my friend ditched me and wanted to write his own story, but I'm not angry about it. It's fine.
Not bitter.
No, not at all. Because we worked again afterwards. It's fun. We actually worked together on the Hogtown story.
Very good.
But yeah, so that was getting, just that small taste of how it is to write a comic, what it is to put your words on a page, and then you have to give them to somebody else, and they interpret them and draw them in ways that you didn't expect, but usually better.
Yeah, sometimes collaboration brings new creative freedoms and stuff, that angles that you wouldn't have seen, right? So,
yeah, and there's a reason I'm not doing the drawing, because
stick figures?
I'm okay. I'm not fast and I'm not consistent.
Okay.
And yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it to the quality and the level that these people who I'm working with are. And so it's nice to put out an idea and then see someone raise it up, right?
Right on. Well, it sounds very cool. I'm super happy for you just to get behind there. And I know you've been such a lover of comics for all these years. We've always talked great stories, and now you've had a chance to write a couple. So I want you to tell people where they can find out more about this new anthology.
Absolutely. www.hogtownhorror.com. We also have a Facebook page. Basically, if you Google Hogtown Horror comic, it should be us that pops up wherever you are.
And
Facebook, whatever.
Twitter, everything. Okay, and you said this is going to be coming out around Halloween.
Yeah, very, very soon.
Very, very scary. Ooh. All right. Well, thanks for joining me here today, Mark. It's a pleasure to have you, and it's nice to see you in the store all the time. Thanks for giving the heroes where to watch, and look for more of these videos as I reach out to more talent in the comic industry, both local and international, and I hope you enjoy the content and check out what these creators have to offer. I'm Andre, and that's the Hero's Word. Thanks for watching. Please like our videos, and if you continue to enjoy our content, hit that subscribe button. Also, here are a couple of videos that we're recommending that you watch.